All right. Hey, Michael, thanks for getting this in. You did the the principal of an elementary school. You have an environmental portrait demonstrating her vocation right here. You have a still life right here that of objects that also illustrate something of her character. You've got another shot demonstrating the vocation. Yeah, C. I guess this is C. No, is this the environmental? This is the environmental shot, right? This is the environmental portrait of the subject in his or her working environment. And then, well, you know, now that I go through these, I see how confusing they are. Yeah. So here's the long shot, for sure. This is the long shot. This is the environmental shot, right? Am I right? This is the still life. And then this is a shot demonstrating her vocation. No, this is the environmental portrait. And this is the shot demonstrating the subject's vocation, I think. I think that this, like you said, it was a pretty hard task. However, I was going through your contact sheets. You have a lot of great stuff in your contact sheets. I was particularly taken with some of these, like, this is a really beautiful shot for a teacher's environmental portrait. Same here. Same here. These, I mean, a lot of these are really lovely, and just the available lighting is wonderful. This is fantastic. This is a really poetic shot right here and here. But in regard to the actual principal, I thought you did some nice stuff inside her her office, and this is actually even a pretty interesting shot. You know, this one right here, cropped, really nice portrait right there, actually. Now, a lot of beautiful shots of the kids in assembly. And I think you actually did a pretty good job balancing the light. Like, this looks really well illuminated. I can see that your speed light's doing a lot of this work here, so that's pretty nice. Oh, okay, here she is again. She's really stiff, huh? And then, like, this would have probably been a pretty interesting shot if she wasn't posing. And this is the one you chose, right? I think this is the one that you chose. Yeah, here. And I actually really like the ones in her office with the Captain Hook behind her. I think you did a pretty good job figuring out how not to have too much reflection in the Captain Hook. This is very nice. You know, a different crop on this one right here would be pretty nice. And this is actually a really lovely working photograph, an environmental portrait. This is somewhat poetic and nice. I mean, I think you have a lot of really nice shots here. I probably would have, this is a really great shot right here. This one and this one. I think this is a fantastic environmental portrait. I probably would have chosen differently than you would have for your finals. But I see what you're trying to do. You actually know this person, and you are trying really hard to actually give us a story that's really about her, not just what we expect, right? And so that's good. That makes a lot of sense. You're being really true to your subject. Because I think if you were just going to give us your best shots, you probably would have chosen something from here, you know, for the environmental portrait. Or even here, you know. And I can see that you worked really hard. And yeah, it's difficult to go on location with a client. And she wasn't a client, was she? She was somebody. This is more like photojournalism. Like, you're really just trying to get a shot of your subject, the person the article's about. And you're kind of at their mercy. So it's a really interesting experience, isn't it? It looks like she was willing and able to help you out to a certain extent. And it's great that you were allowed to go into school and shoot, because a lot of these are really nice. It would be interesting, I think, for you as a task would be to go back and don't worry much about being honest with this about your subject and who she really is. Give us what we expect, so go back, and you don't have to do this now, but just for yourself, and re-edit, and like maybe put together at least 2 different versions of this assignment, other than what you've done so far, that aren't so concerned with being true to the subject. Maybe give us something, not us, but like your viewers, your hypothetical viewers, more what we expect and less what is real, you know? Because I think that you have a lot of shots in your contact sheets that are a lot more interesting and than the ones that you ultimately chose for this assignment. You did a lot of really good work here. Thank you, Michael.